So Tyreek Hill, he wants Tua to get paid. He wants to get paid. I don't know who else he wants to get paid. Jalen Waddle got paid. He also said being greedy doesn't always help the team. Well, he made those comments Monday. On Tuesday, Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, became the highest paid non-quarterback player in the NFL all time, making about $35 million a year. That eclipses Tyreek's $30 million a year. So what does Tyreek and his agent Drew Rosenhaus do the very next day? We need to rework this contract because I want to be the highest paid receiver or non-quarterback in the league.
That's everyone. Everybody's waiting for somebody to set the market so that they can follow.
But Tyreek, you're still under contract. If you're the Dolphins, why? Why do you have to give in to that?
Because maybe he's overperformed the contract that he originally signed.
No, it's because Justin Jefferson. I just want to have the biggest paycheck. That's all he wants.
Well, I mean, can't
I don't know. Maybe where I'm from, a contract is a contract and it goes both ways. If it benefits you at one point, that's fine. If it benefits someone else at one point, you're still making $30 million a year. So let's not say poor Tyreek Hill. When a contract gets up, let's take care of that. Right now, the Dolphins don't need to be extending. He's still got more time on his contract. And then, of course, now we knew he wasn't telling the truth when he said, I'm just going to retire when my contract's up. I'm going to go to porn. We all knew that was a lie. It's just like, play your contract out. Or when it's time to extend. Don't just because someone sets the market, you have to reset the market. And then when you have no defensive players and you can't afford anything, what are you going to do? Dolphins are in a tough spot. Do you give in to Tyreek Hill and say, well, you are the best receiver, although Justin Jefferson has the best 4 years to start a career that anybody ever had, LSU represent. Nonetheless, is that one of the things that you do if you're the Dolphins? Like, do you just go to Tyreek and say, Tyreek, come on, man. When it's time, we'll give you your money. But right now is not the time. So every time someone gets outpaid, the Dolphins or whatever team should up the ante. I know Christian McCaffrey just reset the market. That's what everybody does nowadays because the salary cap keeps going up. But like, is that what we're going to do whenever there's an issue? Whenever a player gets outpaid, we go and turn around and, okay, let's just make you the highest paid player. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that right there. And I understand agents are agents and they're doing their job. Drew Rosenhaus, I have no qualms about him going out there and trying to get the most money for his client and himself because they're directly connected with how much money they make. But at the same time, like, you literally see someone get paid more than you and you automatically, like you said, if you work for FedEx or UPS and you're delivering more than everybody else, you should go in there and demand to get paid more. Yeah, when it's time to work your payout, you work it out. Not just every week. If someone gets paid more, you just go back into the negotiating room. I don't know, man. It didn't rub me the wrong way. It just kind of seemed, I don't know, not right. Not exactly right. But then again, if you are the best of the best and someone's getting paid more than you, then you feel as though you have the right to get paid more than that person. That's the way he looks at it. I just don't know if the Dolphins have that luxury right now of just extending and raising pay for people that are currently under contract. Nonetheless, they're working on the Tua deal. They'll get the Tua deal done. They'll get Tyreek Hill, whatever happy deal done that he wants. We'll just have to wait and see. 305-567-0560. If you want to text in, you can also jump on the Twitch and YouTube.
By the way, they're ripping me.
Oh, because you are. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube now.
Yeah, they just saw me rip out the backpack.
And I saw you moan and not in a bad way. You're like, oh.
Bro, yeah, they just said, yo, Vlad, check your shorts. I ain't gonna lie to you. That support went on my back. Oh, my God. I needed a cigarette. I'm not going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you. That was painful.
Yeah, it was painful to watch, to be honest.
Oh, man, I look like a 100-year-old man walking around.
It's bad.
It's going to be very interesting tonight covering the Panthers and the Oilers.
You might have to leave at 4 o'clock when we get off the air.
I'm definitely probably going to have to leave at 4:01 just to get to sunrise. Oh, and now this is what makes it even funny. This is going to make it it's going to make it a trial. It's going to be. Remember, you covered the Stanley Cup last year with me, right?
I was in the area, yeah.
Where did we have to park?
The park. I mean, you have to get there early too because parking fills up.
Right. If you don't get there early, you're going to have to park at Sawgrass and take the shuttle.
Yeah.
That means you're taking a bus with other group of people.
Yeah, crammed up in a bus with
Crammed
people.
up in a bus and a group of people with a bad back.
Man, I don't envy you at all, man. I do not envy you.
Just to get you
at all.
sound.
Just to get, but we're gonna get to some of that post game sound. I'm gonna use some of it now. You have the fruits of your labor, as you say, later in the next hour. But yeah, Tyreek Hill did get caught in the air a couple times, talking about FedEx drivers and pay.
Yeah, I didn't like that. The Amazon drivers analogy. I didn't like that.
That was kind of weird. Then Tua should get paid, then being greedy. And then he goes, Tua, he gets gradually better every year. He kind of sounded like he's getting just a little bit better every year. Then he goes, last year it was Pro Bowl, next year, and you could hear that little pause in his voice. He goes, win a playoff game.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And then he paused again and goes, and more. Like, that didn't sound confident.
That didn't sound confident to me. That sounded like you weren't confident with the team. Like, that's not good. It's just, I get it. Like I said, that's an example of when caping goes wrong.
Yeah, he was kind of talking out of his head a little bit on that one. You could hear he was trying to figure it out as he was talking, but that was not Tua. Do not put that on your resume reel to get paid, because Tyreek Hill basically he gradually gets better every year. You see it every year is a little bit better. Like last year, he was Pro Bowl.
But it's also him bigging himself up, because if you look at it, the last 2 years that Tua has been quarterback of the Dolphins with Mike McDaniel, we have to say he's played very well.
Tyreek Hill can make you a good quarterback.
And Tyreek Hill has been a major, major part of that.
He can make you
what he's trying to say.
He can make you a big time quarterback.